Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. Today we're going to tear down a massive illusion. We're taking a really eye-opening look at how we completely misjudge money, status, and what it actually means to be rich. You might think you can spot wealth from a mile away, but by the end of this, I promise you're going to view every luxury car and designer outfit in a totally different light.
So picture this. You walk into your local coffee shop. Over on your left, you've got person A. They're rocking a designer jacket, a heavy luxury watch, incredibly expensive shoes, and outside, their brand new luxury cars parked right by the door. Now on your right, we have person B. Plain t-shirt, simple jeans, beat up old sneakers, totally ordinary car, and they're just ordering a basic black coffee. Now our immediate assumption, literally what society trains us to think from day one, is that the person on the left's the wealthy one, right? I mean, just look at them. But what if the person in that plain t-shirt could afford to stop working tomorrow? What if they actually owned several businesses and had millions tied up in investments? And the real kicker, what if the person dripping in all that designer gear was actually sweating bullets trying to make their massive monthly payments, just absolutely drowning in debt? I know it sounds a bit wild, but it highlights one of our biggest cultural blind spots. Looking rich and actually being rich are not the same thing, not even close.
Think about what we consider visible spending. We're talking luxury cars, designer watches, huge homes, lavish vacations. We see this stuff every single day. Honestly, we are just bombarded by it. You see the Ferrari, you see the Rolex, you see the mansion. We've basically been conditioned to judge someone's financial success purely by what we can physically watch them buy.
But here's the thing, a retirement account? That's totally invisible. Just let that sink in for a second. An investment portfolio? Invisible. Ownership in a highly profitable business? Invisible. Hundreds of thousands in savings sitting quietly in a bank account? Completely invisible. The absolute crucial point here is that the exact things we use to judge wealth are the things that tell us the least about someone's actual financial reality. Someone can look entirely average while quietly building a financial empire right under our noses. To really wrap our heads around this, we gotta separate two terms that get mixed up all the time: income and wealth. Income is just how much money comes in, it's your paycheck. But wealth is what you actually own after all your expenses and debts are taken out. Making money and keeping money are two entirely different skill sets. Let's look at two people, both pulling in the exact same income, $150,000 a year. Earner A wants everyone to know they're doing well. Large house, luxury car, all the latest expensive tech. But the hidden reality, every single one of those flexes creates a new monthly anchor, a massive mortgage, steep car payments, rolling credit card debt. They literally need that huge income just to keep the lights on. Now look at earner B. Comfortable home, reliable car, simple clothes. Their reality, very low debt, significant savings, and investments that are compounding year after year. From the outside, earner A looks way richer, but earner B is the one who actually holds the wealth. Expensive things don't prove you're wealthy, they just prove you bought expensive things. The math on this is actually fascinating. Imagine someone earning a massive $200,000 a year, but they're burning through $195,000 of it. Their margin, the actual money they keep, is a measly $5,000. Now flip that. Imagine someone earning half as much, $100,000, but they only spend $60,000. Their margin is 40 grand. The person making half the salary literally has 8 times the wealth building potential. They have way less visible luxury, sure, but so much more financial firepower to actually save and invest. So it really all boils down to this. Wealth is what you keep, not just what you spend. It's such a simple concept, yet we forget it constantly. True financial security isn't about acting as a middleman for your paycheck. Just passing money straight from your boss to the car dealership or the designer boutique. Building real wealth means you have to actually hold on to the money.
Let's put a real number on this, say $50,000. Think about the opportunity cost here. Every single dollar you drop on a visible status symbol is a dollar that can't be saved, can't be invested, and can't be used to buy your future freedom. Imagine dropping 50 grand on a luxury car. Sure, it's comfortable, it's fun, it gives you some status, but it's practically guaranteed to lose value the second you drive it away. Now, imagine taking that exact same 50 grand and investing it. Yes, markets go up and down, but over decades, that money has the potential to grow exponentially, rather than just melting away in your driveway.
Now, look, to be totally fair here, wealthy people still buy expensive things. There is absolutely nothing wrong with enjoying money you can comfortably afford. But you really have to check your own psychology. Are you buying for value or are you buying for approval? Buying for value means you genuinely love the quality, the design, or the comfort of the thing itself. Buying for approval, that means you just want strangers to notice you. You want your friends to be impressed. You want to feel successful, even if making that purchase is secretly putting you under massive financial stress. You got to ask yourself, which of those is driving your decisions? And, well, we can't talk about the need for approval without talking about the ultimate illusion, social media. You scroll through your feed and see someone's luxury vacation in Bali, but you definitely don't see the stressful credit card statement they come home to. You see the shiny new car. You don't see the crippling monthly payment tying them down. You see the incredible downtown apartment. You don't see how they're basically eating ramen every night just to make rent. We are constantly comparing our actual, behind-the-scenes financial reality to everyone else's carefully curated highlight reel. And it creates this enormous, exhausting pressure to spend money we don't have just to keep up an image we can't actually afford. Because of all this, truly wealthy people often just opt out.
They practice what we call quiet wealth. First off, they choose convenience. A lot of highly successful people wear incredibly basic clothes simply because it saves them time and mental energy. Comfort beats status every time. Second, they focus. They'd much rather pour their capital into experiences, growing their businesses or their family, instead of buying flashy consumer goods. And third, privacy. Flashing a ton of cash just attracts unwanted attention, wild expectations, and judgment. Looking ordinary gives them the ultimate superpower, the freedom to move through the world without being constantly sized up based on what they own.
Actually, I need to throw in a quick caveat right here. Appearance is weak evidence of financial reality. Notice I said weak evidence. This doesn't mean every guy in a beat-up hoodie is secretly a tech billionaire. That's just trading one stereotype for another. And, of course, not everyone driving a Mercedes is broke. The real takeaway here is just that you cannot accurately guess someone's balance sheet just by glancing at their outfit or their car. It's a terrible metric. Because at the end of the day, the ultimate prize of real wealth isn't a fancy logo. It's true financial freedom. It's having the ability to handle a medical emergency without completely panicking. It's the ability to take a month off work if you need to pivot to a new career, to support your family comfortably. And honestly, maybe the most powerful one of all, the ability to just say no to opportunities or people that make you miserable. You can't photograph those things for Instagram. They don't scream for attention, but they are infinitely more valuable than any visible symbol of success. And that brings us right back to where we started. The richest looking person is not always the wealthiest person. Think back to that coffee shop. Sometimes the guy revving the engine on that sports car is drowning in lease payments. And sometimes the person sitting in the corner in a plain t-shirt sipping black coffee actually owns the entire building. Looking rich is entirely about what you want other people to see. Being wealthy is about what you own, what you owe, and how much total control you have over your own time and future. Real wealth, more often than not, doesn't make a sound.
So, I want to leave you with something to chew on. The next time you're out and you see someone surrounded by absolute jaw-dropping luxury, or, on the flip side, the next time you see someone dressed as plainly as humanly possible, ask yourself, are you seeing a lifestyle or are you seeing a balance sheet? Because looking rich is just about what remains visible. But real, lasting wealth, that's about what remains after the spending stops. Keep that in mind the next time you feel the pressure to buy something just for the approval of others. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I'll see you next time.